Good morning. So today we are leaving Istanbul, Turkey. We're going to be driving down the shore and visiting this ancient city of Troy. So looking really forward to that. I hope they still have the wooden horse there. And then we're going to end up in Çanakkale or something like that, which is a city right on the sea. So we'll take you along for the ride. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are hitting the road for an epic drive from Istanbul, Turkey to the legendary ruins of Troy. Buckle up because this journey is packed with history, stunning views, and I think we're going to have a tasty lunch stop in Gelibolu. Alright, so we made it here to Gelibolu, and you can see the spelling right there on the building. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but I have no idea. We stopped by this awesome restaurant right by the sea. And as most of you know, I'm not a big adventurous food guy, and so Eric and I decided to share a lunch today, and we got the grilled sea bass. Okay, we just finished eating, and I must admit I wasn't able to eat a whole lot. I don't like fish that's staring back at me. So now I'm just outside soaking in the view. Alright, we're back on the bus now, and we are getting ready for one of the highlights of the trip, and that will be crossing the 1915 Çanakkale Bridge. This engineering marvel spans the Dardanelles, connecting Europe and Asia. Construction of the bridge was completed in the year 2020, and it has a span of 2,023 meters, making it the world's largest suspension bridge. Not only that, but this bridge is named 1915. And the reason for the name was it was the year of an important Ottoman naval victory against the British and the French during World War I. The other distinctive features of this bridge are the 318-meter-high red towers from which the bridge's steel deck is suspended, and these are also the tallest towers of any suspension bridge in the world. Where this bridge is geologically positioned also posed many design challenges because this area is prone to high winds and high seismic activity, and it achieved its aerodynamic stability partly through a twin box girder. And that's where they have this space between the two lanes of traffic that allows the winds to somehow pass through. The clearance between the water and the deck was engineered also to accommodate high-stacked container ships and cruise ships that need to pass under it. Okay, we finally made it to Troy, or also Truva in Turkish. Alright, here it is. This is what I've been waiting to see. It's the Trojan Horse. Okay, it's a replica, but it's still pretty cool. Alright, this is the city of Homer's Iliad, where the Trojan War, Helen, and the infamous wooden horse sparked imagination for centuries, and as we step onto this site, it's like walking into a 4,000-year-old saga. The ruins are a layered time capsule with 9 distinct cities built atop one another from around 3000 BC to the Roman era. Troy I is the oldest, and this was a small fortified settlement. By Troy II, around 2500 BC, you see massive stone walls, some still standing, hinting at a wealthy trading hub. Troy 6 and 7, from 1700 to 1100 BC, are likely the ones tied to the Trojan War, with impressive ramparts and signs of destruction. The Romans later added their touch with Troy 9, including a temple to Athena. Wandering the site, you'll spot key features. The defensive walls, up to 5 meters thick, snake through the ruins, showcasing ancient engineering. The ramp leading to the city gate feels like a path Achilles might have stormed. There is also the Suleiman's Trench, named after the 19th century archaeologist Heinrich Schliemann, who controversially dug for treasure here, but he also proved that Troy was real. And there is also a small Roman theater. It's important to remember that Troy's not just ruins, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's been excavated since the 1870s. So as we continue to walk around the ruins, let me tell you of the story of Helen of Troy. She was said to be the most beautiful woman in the world, and she was known as the face that launched 1,000 ships. She was, according to legend, taken willingly or not by Paris, Prince of Troy, and this sparked a 10-year-long war between the Greeks and the Trojans. To finally breach the walls of Troy, the Greeks devised a clever trick. They built a massive wooden horse, hiding a group of soldiers inside and pretending it was a gift. The Greeks left the horse at the gates of the city and sailed away. The Trojans brought this gift into the city as a trophy, only to be ambushed that night when the hidden soldiers emerged and opened the gates for the returning Greek army. Troy was destroyed, and the legend of the Trojan Horse was born. Walking through the ancient ruins of Troy, it's hard not to feel the weight of myth and history blending together. Stone walls weathered by time whisper stories of heroes, betrayal, and a war that may have inspired one of the greatest epics ever told. Whether fact or legend, Troy leaves you with a sense of awe, reminding us how powerful stories can shape our understanding of the past. Standing here where gods and mortals once walked, at least in legend, make you realize some places never stop telling their story. We made it back to Çanakkale. We checked into our hotel, and right now we're walking along the Dardanelles. It's a beautiful day, and we just wanted to get out and stretch our legs. That's our hotel back there in the distance. Okay, it's nighttime now, and we took a taxi from our hotel to downtown Çanakkale, and we decided to walk around this town. They have another replica of the Trojan Horse here along the waterfront, and then they also have some pretty cool carvings and artwork as well. It was neat to walk around the town. Here in the evening, there was a lot of people walking around and just a lot of things going on. Looked like they were getting ready for some kind of celebration. And we found out that tomorrow is Turkish Independence Day. So that's probably the celebration that we're getting ready for. And so as we walked along the waterfront, we saw a lot of cool old looking boats. And then we headed in a little bit more into town, walked by just a bunch of restaurants, and it was just a cool vibe here in this town. And here's a little, I guess this is a bell tower or a clock tower, but they had it lit up purple, and that was pretty neat to see. More restaurants, and this was just a cool place to walk around. Like I said, it had a great vibe. I'm not sure what it is about corn on the cob here in Turkey, but they seem to really like it. There were lots of vendors selling it, that's for sure. Okay, our video wouldn't be complete until we gave you a tour of our hotel room here in Çanakkale. We are staying at the Colin Hotel, that is Kolin. And this room was it's pretty nice. Very modern room, and had everything you need. Here's the TV. We had a king-size bed, I think. It was pretty big. And had that cool little artwork there on the wall. Not sure what that is. I guess it's modern or impressionism. I don't know. If you know what that artwork is, leave a comment below. There's where we put our clothes. We're only staying here for one night, so we didn't even really unpack. And here it is, the Colin Hotel. Here's a little tour of the bathroom. And so that finishes our time visiting the ancient city of Troy and walking around Çanakkale in the evening. If you've enjoyed this video of Turkey, please smash that subscribe button. That helps us out. And if you've been to this area of Turkey, leave a comment below. And if I pronounced anything wrong, let me know.